You finally potty trained your toddler and you are ready for a vacation, right? Well, there are a few things that you need to know about traveling with a newly potty trained toddler. Hey guys, my name is Missy Yondo. I'm the owner of Slumber and Bloom. I'm your mom life bestie, a pediatric sleep consultant, and a potty training coach. If you love tips and tricks on sleep training and potty training, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about travel tips while traveling with a newly potty trained toddler. Now, first things first, if you already have a trip planned and you are also going to potty train your child, you need to make sure that you are planning to potty train at least 1 month before your trip. If you're potty training with me, then your child is going to be potty trained in about 1 week. If you're planning on traveling, then you want to make sure that you're giving yourself a 1 to 2 week buffer for the initial potty training. And then you also want to give a couple more weeks for your child to become a little bit more accustomed to going to the bathroom in different places other than just at home. So, rule of thumb is to give your child at least 1 month before expecting them to travel with very minimal accidents. Yes, I did say minimal. We will talk about accidents further in this video. So we are going to jump into my top 5 tips about traveling with a newly potty trained toddler, starting with the fact that you need to prepare to take many frequent breaks. Now, if you're driving, this is going to look like taking breaks every 2 to 3 hours to use the bathroom. Not only do you want to make sure that you are giving your child the opportunity to go to the bathroom every few hours, but this is also an opportunity for you and your child to stretch your legs. You will find that your toddler is going to be a lot less miserable in the car if you're taking frequent breaks. Now, I will talk about this trip several times in this video, but my family and I took a trip down to Long Island, which is an 8-hour drive, and we took several stops. We actually opened up a map and we planned out different spots at different pit stops that had things for kids to do. Now, whether this is a national park or just a park with a playground, a town park, a library, anything, anywhere that may have a playground or just an area to run around, play tag, stretch your legs, do something, but we took so many breaks, and honestly, our kids did not fuss and cry the entire time. And just for some perspective, right now my kids are 4, 6, and 7, and we took the trip about 2 years ago. So we did have a newly potty trained child as well as 2 older toddlers. Aside from just traveling, you want to make sure that you are actually bringing your child to the bathroom in frequent intervals. So again, we're going to talk about the 2 to 3 hour time span. If you are at home or if you are at a hotel or anywhere on vacation, you want to make sure that you're giving your child reminders every 2 to 3 hours to sit on the potty. Even if they're just sitting around watching a movie or if they're playing games, no matter what they're doing, just give them reminders to take a bathroom break every once in a while. A lot of times, newly potty trained toddlers kind of get lost in whatever they're doing and they forget about feeling the urge to need to go to the bathroom, so they end up having an accident. And this could easily be avoided if you just give your child those frequent reminders. The next tip I want to talk about is getting a piddle pad for your car seat. Don't even question me, just thank me later. You need a piddle pad. So when your child is newly potty trained, when they say, "I gotta go pee," it means I gotta go pee now. Your child may not have the bladder capacity and the muscle strength to hold their urine much longer. When they feel that urge that they need to pee, they may be feeling the urge that the pee is coming, not just that it needs to come, that it is coming. So in the event that your child has an accident, you need to make sure that you have a piddle pad ready for your child to catch their pee so that the car seat doesn't get wet. Once again, we're talking about from my own experience. I did not always have a piddle pad, and sometimes, depending on the car seat that you have, they are a pain in the butt to clean. So just get a piddle pad, easy on, easy off, goes in the washing machine, and it's easy as that. So while we're on the topic, you might want to get 2, maybe even 3 if you're planning on traveling for a week or longer. The next tip I want to talk about pertains to if you are flying and going on an airplane with your child. What I want you to do is take your child to the bathroom at the airport before you board the plane. Now, your child may be excited about an airplane toilet and your child may be terrified about an airplane toilet. I mean, where does their pee and poop even go? So make sure that you bring them to the bathroom before you board the plane. And when you do board the plane, I want you to show your child the bathroom, but don't necessarily make them sit, don't make them try, just have them look at it. Hey, so-and-so, here is the airplane bathroom. And then just let them know. If you need to go potty while we're on the airplane, let mommy know, let daddy know, and we will bring you to the bathroom. Now, I can't not laugh at this tip because, well, I'll tell you the story in a minute, but you need, obviously, you know this by now, you need to bring extra clothes. Bring extra clothes for your child, but you also want to make sure that you bring extra clothes for yourself. Now, the example I'm going to share with you today is about my brother. My brother who does not have children of his own, so he has no idea what it means to say, oh, Kaya's potty training, so whoops, if she pees on you. Long story short, when we were on our vacation in Long Island, we were going out to get ice cream and my brother took my daughter out of the car and he was holding her and she peed on him. It just happened. She peed on him. And of course he didn't have extra clothes with him because why would he think, I'm gonna bring extra clothes in case my niece pees on me? But she did. She peed on him. So make sure that you bring extra clothes for yourself as a grown-up because you never know when you're gonna get peed on. Honestly, the only reason I can really laugh at that story is because it didn't happen to me. But if it had happened to me, then I probably wouldn't be so funny about it. While we're on the topic of extra clothes in case of accidents, you want to make sure that you have a plastic bag. You want to tie that up and put it like somewhere far away until you get to your hotel or you get to your Airbnb or whatever you have. Hopefully you have access to laundry and you can wash it right away, but make sure that you have a plastic bag so that you don't have to mix dirty clothes with clean clothes and that you don't have to smell the stinky smell of whatever accident your child had. So now you have my general information down about traveling with a newly potty trained toddler, but what about public bathrooms? Don't worry, I've got you covered. What you want to do about public bathrooms can totally be up to you, but what you really want to make sure that you do as soon as you get to a new destination is locate the bathroom. Two things that parents always need to be aware of when traveling anywhere with children is emergency exits and bathrooms. Those are like the end all be all. You need to always know where those things are. So locate the bathroom, bring your child to the bathroom, show them the bathroom, introduce your child to the toilet. Bobby, this is the Target bathroom. If you need to pee, this is where we go. And of course, try and have your child sit and pee on that potty at that point because the last thing you want to do is be holding your toddler like an arm's length away from you, running through the aisles of Target where you're probably buying things that you don't really need but you think you need because Target told you to buy it. But you're gonna be running through the store trying to get to the nearest toilet because your kid says, I gotta pee, and the last thing you want is for your kid to pee on you, so you're holding them out, you're running through the store, and you need to find the bathroom. Just have your child sit on the toilet when you get there. Now, of course, no pressure. If your kid doesn't pee, then it's fine, but chances are your kid's probably gonna let out a little bit of pee because that happens every time. I don't know if it's just my kids, but every single time. They sit, they pee. Even if they just peed at home before we got in the car, which you should do, they still pee at the store. Anyways, find public bathrooms. Hear me out, you're gonna think I'm a little bit crazy on this one, but bring Post-it notes. Now imagine sitting on a public toilet with an automatic flusher. And sometimes when you're sitting on an automatic flushing toilet, it flushes on you before you are done going to the bathroom, and what happens is the water splashes up on your butt and all you want to do is go home and sit in a bathtub full of sanitizer. And you're a grown adult, so I mean, it's gross, right? But imagine if that happens to your child who also has a fear of the toilet monster reaching up in the toilet and pulling them down when the toilet flushes. I've literally heard that out of the mouths of toddlers. They are terrified. Not all of them, but I've heard it more often than not. So If you put a Post-it note over the sensor of the automatic flusher, it will deactivate the flushing mechanism and it will not flush on your child. So put the Post-it on the sensor and do not remove it until your child is out of the stall. Once your child is done going to the bathroom and they are on the other side of the door where you can still see them, but just say, hang on honey, mommy's gotta flush the potty, then grab that Post-it and throw it away. Easy as that, and seriously, to avoid another toddler meltdown, it is a very easy solution. The next easy solution that you're probably gonna think is a little bit weird is to bring some disposable cups with you. I'm talking about like red Solo cups. If you're in a public location, maybe you're at the playground, maybe you're at the park, maybe you're going for a hike, and there isn't a bathroom accessible, then you can bring a disposable cup and just let your kid pee in it, dump it, and be done. Throw it away. All three of my kids have peed in cups, and it's really not that big of a deal. Sometimes when I tell parents to bring a disposable cup with them just in case there's no bathroom accessible, they think I'm a little bit crazy. And I mean, to be honest, I am a little bit crazy, but when it comes to potty training, like if there's a trick up my sleeve, I'm gonna share it. If that makes you a little bit too uncomfortable, then bring a travel potty seat with you everywhere you go. It's gonna be a little bit more bulky and it's gonna take up more space, but at least you are in your comfort zone and you have some sort of travel potty situation with you when you're on the go. If you don't have space or desire to carry a toddler toilet around with you everywhere, you can always get those foldable toilet seats that you can just unfold and put it right on top of a public toilet. I like this option. I did have one for a little while with my kids. I didn't always use it all the time, but when I did, it was nice to have because it's also child-sized. So if they're on a large public toilet, it actually makes it smaller so that the fear of falling in is a little bit less. So those are all the traveling while potty training tips that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below something that you learned from this video, or if you have other traveling while potty training hacks, let me know. Now, don't forget that your child will feed off of your emotions. If you are stressed out by potty training and by traveling and potty training and all of the things together, your child is going to become stressed out too. So be chill, relax, expect the accidents. I told you we were gonna talk about this again, so I'm just gonna touch on it quickly, but you need to expect accidents while traveling. Your child is completely out of their comfort zone, as are you probably, so do not be surprised or upset with your child if and when they have an accident. Just accept it. It's a matter of fact. It may and probably will happen. So just go with the flow, literally, like their pee is gonna flow. So go with the flow and just, you know, enjoy the ride with your child because you're never gonna get these days back with them, and trust me, they go so fast, and I really, really miss these young toddler days with my kids. So enjoy, have a good vacation, do not let the potty training stress you out while you're away, and keep blooming. Mwah.